Particular video is focusing on the energy center balancing for the condition of hyperhidrosis. And so if you're listening to this video, you're probably very open to hearing what I have to say about treating this very hard to treat condition. So I invite you to participate in this video. This is a balancing of the energy centers, and so get into something comfortable, sit in a comfortable seat, and be in a room with little or no distractions. Okay, so let's get started. I'm going to introduce myself real quickly. I'm Stephanie, and I am a faith-based energy healing practitioner. If you'd like to know more about me, you can look me up on my website, which is hyperhidrosistx.com. And my business is called Hyperhidrosis TX and other hard to treat conditions, because I do treat other conditions such as procrastination, overeating, clumsiness, indecisiveness, addictions, skin picking. It's just a variety of behaviors that people can notice are patterns in their lives, and they would like to get rid of them. So if you're at that point, look me up, leave a message in my Let's Chat button on my website, or a comment below. All right, so now what I do, I work on energy healing through a faith-based belief system. So I choose either Jesus or God or the Holy Spirit to release blocked energy to, and then receive and accept positive energy. So if you notice a pattern of hyperhidrosis in your life, it's kind of hard not to notice that. I know, I've been there. I've been in a state of desperation many times, wanting my hyperhidrosis to just go away. So I get it. And I do encourage private sessions. If you can at all, see me and have a one-on-one session with me. I can work directly with any walls or any resistance that can happen. So look me up regarding that. So, okay, so now that you're comfortable in your seats, and it's good for God to hear the desires of your heart. So seek your happiness in the Lord, and He will give you your heart's desire. And this is from Psalm chapter 37, verse 4. And I'm going to say a little thank you to God before we get started. All right, thank you. Thank you, dear God, our Father in heaven, for this healing. We trust that you are filling us with your unconditional love, with your balance, your hope, and your peace. And we trust that this healing is for the highest good of mankind, and the highest good of us here who are in the process of healing. All right, so let's take 3 deep breaths into the belly. You're going to breathe in through your nose and hold for 8 seconds. Expand your chest, expand your waist. Breathe in the first. And let go. Release. Let go all of your breath. Every bit of it. Breathe in again. Expand your chest, expand your waist. Let go. Push out. Push it all out. Breathe in a 3rd time. All the way down to your pelvic floor. Let go. let it all go. Push it out. Okay, breathe normally. So let's say out loud, yes, I want this healing from hyperhidrosis. And it's very good for God to hear this desire and for your body to hear your intention. So say this out loud with me. Yes, I want this healing from hyperhidrosis. All right, now let's go inside our bodies, and we're going to go inside with loving curiosity and loving discovery. And so I'm just going to instruct you on the different energy centers that we're going through, and they're also known as chakras. And the first one here is at the crown, and that is the one between you and God. So you're going to spend some time there and just focus on the relationship you have with God and enjoy it and learn from it. Okay, and then we're going to go next to the forehead area, the brow, the temples, the back of the skull, the base of the skull, and even we can include the sinuses. If you feel any discomfort there, you want to send that off. That's blocked energy, send it off to God. Okay. If you feel any lack of intuition, lack of self-trust, cloudiness, confusion, send that off to God. Okay. God wants to receive it, and God, for the purposes of this healing, is on the other side of the universe. We know God is inside of us. However, for the healing, God is away because we're sending our blocked energy to Him, and we're sending it far away, and He's going to take it. He wants to take it from you. He wants to relieve you of these burdens and these cares that you're carrying on your shoulder, and He's going to transform those. Those are blocked energy. He's transforming that energy into positive energy. Okay. All right, so let's go on down to the throat energy center, and we're going to release the tightness in the jaw, maybe the roof of the mouth, the neck. The back of the neck is important. Release that, and of course top of the shoulders, which is where I get a lot of my discomfort and tightness. So send that off as blocked energy. Going to release that, and you can picture it leaving you as like dark smoke, a hurricane, shooting stars, a lightning bolt, hot lava. Take your pick, whatever feels right with you. Use that particular vision. And if you can feel it leaving you, that is really the goal. You want to feel the actual energy leaving you. But if you cannot feel it, you know, it's kind of like a muscle. It needs to be worked on. It needs to be, you need to understand it, how it feels leaving you, and that will come. Okay. But in the meantime, just visualize it, and intend it to go to God. All right. So we don't want any of that blocked energy hanging around us. It's just, it needs to shoot out quickly, stream out of you quickly, going all the way to God. So the throat holds like communication issues. There's maybe not being your authentic self when it comes to hyperhidrosis. A lot of times we're just embarrassed, humiliated. We want to cover that up, so we're not really being authentic with our true expression. We're always covering up what we're truly feeling. So send that off to God, all of that lack of authentic expression, fear of public speaking, fear of performance, send that off. Even expressions by the body, it doesn't have to be verbal, but this is an energy center that governs expression. So you want to send anything that's not comfortable off to God, send it away. All right, and I'm going rather quickly, so I do want you to pause the video and take your time and really understand the nuances of your energy. You want to become aware of your own blocked energy and release it. So anything that triggers you, I know I'm speaking softly and I'm smiling, but if you're going through this and you're feeling embarrassed and humiliated, and all of those are very strong emotions, and go ahead and feel them, release them, and it's all good, because uh, that's that's the blocked energy you want to release. Okay, you want to be triggered and release that. So we're going on down to the chest area. This is an energy center that governs loving kindness. Okay, giving loving kindness, which can be very difficult in hyperhidrosis. Maybe you want to hug somebody or touch somebody's arm, but you just don't want to go through the embarrassment because of your hyperhidrosis. So giving love and giving kindness sometimes is intimidating. So you want to release that blocked energy, okay? And you want to be able to accept others' love and accept others' kindness, right? You want to accept somebody who's coming towards you and wanting to, hold your hand, or hug you, maybe cuddle with you, okay? So it's all about giving and receiving love. If you feel emptiness, loneliness there, release that. Okay, release that onto God. Alrighty. And so we're going to go on down to the next energy center, which is the high stomach area, or the solar plexus. And that one governs shame, when shame is really, really deep, and a big part of the hyperhidrosis condition. So releasing shame, the shame of feeling defective, that was really big for me. I thought I was the only person in the world who suffered from it when I was a little girl. So it can be rather traumatic, and just release it to God, okay? It's that energy, it's that pent-up energy for years. Release it, okay? So the solar plexus also, it controls a lot of emotions, the self-confidence, high self-concept. So you want to develop all of that, and in the process, release things that are hindering that sort of self-confidence to grow. So releasing just lots of maybe embarrassment, sadness, frustration. It's a high emotion energy center there. So just release all of that high emotion that's developed over the years from suffering from hyperhidrosis. So we're going to go on down to the abdomen area, and of course, don't forget the back. We don't ever want to forget the spine and the back. If there's any discomforts there, any physical discomforts, any the upper stomach and the lower abdomen share a lot of similar physical discomforts, like nausea. There may be butterflies in the stomach, knots. You want to send that off to God, okay? All right, so the lower abdomen is where we're at right now, and so we have that one, and we have one more energy center to go, just to let you know. All right, so the abdomen area governs a connection with other people. Have you ever had to, maybe in a work situation or school situation or church, where you told everybody's holding each other's hands and praying, or meditating, maybe I don't know, it might be an exercise of connection, maybe at work or something, and so if you experienced that and you experienced the embarrassment, then you're going to feel, of course, you're going to feel like staying away from anything like that in the future, and that leads to disconnection with others, and we need that connection in our lives. So you want to release all of that embarrassment, all of the experiences in that area that deal with connection with others. It's also, the lower abdomen governs the reproductive organs, the sexual organs. So if there's any tightness or any issues in that area, you want to release those, okay? We want to be free to express ourselves in that way. So, and that's a very healthy way. So we also want to be able to connect to others, maybe in a physical way that's other than sexual. You want to hug, you want to cuddle, and those kinds of connections. So if those have been disrupted in your life due to hyperhidrosis, release all of that, okay? And then the back, we don't want to forget the back. So that's the lower lumbar area. And if you have any sciatica issues, any pain in that area, tightness, you want to release that to God. All right, so now we're on our last energy center, and this is the one that holds up all of the others. It's the foundation. You want a strong, steady, stable structure, and you don't want it to be built on sand, okay? You want it to be a strong structure, and it governs belonging to a community, belonging to a tribe, belonging to a village. And you want, if those are feelings you don't have, maybe you don't have a feeling of belonging, you want to release that to God, send it far away, and trust that God is going to transform it into positive energy. All right, so also it's located at the pelvic floor, this energy center at the pelvic floor, or also known as the root chakra. It governs security, safety, and so if you're lacking in that area, maybe like a security, financial security, we need to work and make money, and we need money oftentimes to survive, of course. So there's a survival need in that energy center. And if, let's say, you can't work because the hyperhidrosis is limiting you to what you do at work, and it's also maybe just very embarrassing. You can't even perform your duties at work in a comfortable manner. So that can be a hindrance to actually finding work. You know, maybe you're so let down about that maybe you've given up on finding work, and so that is serious and should definitely be released. So release that to God. All right, so continue on. If you have any more that you need to release, just continue on. There's no right or wrong to doing this. You've already stated your intentions before, at the beginning of this session, the intentions of healing from hyperhidrosis. Your body heard you say it. It has to follow through and let go. All right, so energy, following the law of the conservation of energy, God receives that blocked energy, transforms it into positive energy, which we then receive back. And this is nearing the end of the session when we prepare our positive energy here in a beautiful chalice. So let's picture that beautiful chalice above our heads, and this chalice is filled with all sorts of warm, glowing, bright light. And the light of God is filled with understanding and intuition, communication, authentic expression, giving and receiving love, togetherness, physical touch, and cuddling. This glowing light is filled with self-empowerment. It's filled with abundance and prosperity. It's filled with connection and belonging. It's filled with acceptance, self-acceptance, and acceptance of others. It's filled with self-respect, self-trust, respect of others, trust of others. It's filled with forgiveness and surrender. It's filled with redemption. It's filled with enlightenment. And so it's filled with expansion. It's filled with all sorts of positive, wonderful, glowing, warm feelings, okay? Surrender, okay? So it's filled with, of course, all sorts of safety and security, financial and emotional. And so this light is poured in to us, okay? this wonderful glowing light is poured into us. So where there is light, there can be no darkness. The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness has never put it out. And that comes from John chapter 1, verse 5. So that glow is filling up all of the spaces we just created. So we've created spaces here, and all of that warm, glowing energy is flowing into all the dark recesses of any spaces. There can be no darkness. It fills up this whole chest area and keeps on filling up the higher abdomen. It fills up the lower abdomen, and then the foundational area on the pelvic floor. And it also, the energy flows out into the legs, into the arms. As we look down at our arms and our legs, we see our beautiful aura emanating out, and it's glowing. It's filling up the whole room, and it's flowing out beyond the room. It's flowing out into the streets, into the sky, into the land where you live, flowing out across the oceans, across to other countries, and it's circling the world. All of this glow is coming from you, and it feels so good. And you're lightening up what was once a dark universe. You're lightening it up, and it feels wonderful. This light is integrating into every cell of your body, and we feel the healing, and we give thanks for the healing. We thank God for this healing, and we rest in this healing. So you can pause this video, go ahead and rest in the healing, and be sure to subscribe to my channel if this is helping you. I do need encouragement to continue on with more videos that contain the condition of hyperhidrosis. Do make an appointment with me if you need further and more specific healing, and give me a like. Please give comments below. Please write any questions you may have. I do welcome them and enjoy them. And so you have a wonderful, beautiful day. Until next time. Mwah. Bye-bye.